Alright, here we go. This is another ranked 2v2 match, pretty much round 2. That is going to be the title of this one. Round 2 between these two teams in the long matchmaking session. The green team in the upper left-hand corner, LostAvenger in the Shark Neo, and Akroz in the Steampunk Bomber. And their opponents in the bottom right-hand corner, the blue team, rigelglen in the Easter Osprey, and Bjzor in the standard Warthog. And we do have, usually you do sit 1 or 2 tanks over here for a team. It'll take care of a couple of preliminary units over there, and it does look like blue is pushing for mid and green is going to push for mid as well. This is going to be fun. Usually on Thar, at least recently for the most part, a lot of mechs or a lot of players try to get mech kills really quick right at the beginning, because it really does give you that extreme advantage trying to take the middle outpost. And Lost doing just that, not really trying to kill Bjzor, but trying to maybe deter him away, maybe make him lose a little bit of extra life. And we do have Dillos coming up for blue, and a mixture of Dillos and Longhorn coming up for green team. That is not really typical, I would say. Usually you would kind of dedicate one mech's tanks to one purpose, which is the push, and another mech's tanks to and blue not stopping their tanks from approaching, and it will get cleaned up pretty well by Akroz. It will eventually get to the fort, probably pretty far at the very least, but then Akroz will. Oh no, it is actually LostAvenger taking care of the rest of those tanks, and actually Akroz and LostAvenger are kind of retreating away from the mid fight for a quick second, and blue has been able to take this. Not going to stay blue for that long, but it is surrounded by blue units, so this is going to be in blue's favor, and Akroz going down there to enemy units, and I think Bjzor was actually contributing a lot of fire as well. A couple of soldiers go down from LostAvenger, and a couple of probes going in from rigelglen. And so at this point, it's still going to be quite a fight for mid. Akroz also bringing creeps from green side. It's still not claimed. It's still a lot of fighting, but Rigel and Bjzor have most of the control over here. They have more units, and they do have more bulbs up. Now that's just one up for green, though. It is obviously going to be a back and forth battle, especially with the infantry being ferried back and forth. Akroz coming again with more infantry, but once again, Rigel coming with his own, and Bjzor coming with creeps. And this is what this is going to go up to blue for now, and I do think it will stay blue with a lot of these Dillos surrounding, and Akroz going to be taken down. No, Bjzor doesn't have anything in air to ground, so they are landed, both Lost and Akroz, but Akroz, not the primary target of this blue team, is going to fly back here, and LostAvenger does get up before Rigel and Bjzor are able to finish him off, but Rigel very low on life, so that is a little bit of a risk that you do take trying to stalk mechs and get that kill, and Rigel does go down to Akroz, and LostAvenger was there as well. And that, once again, that is the risk that you take, trying to take. And this has been mostly cleared by blue, and LostAvenger taking advantage of that does drop a lot of defensive infantry as well after capping this. But Rigel bringing some Dillos at this point. Oh, where did Akroz go? Akroz got killed by creeps or enemy units, something like that. In the meantime, but. Blue pushing hard to take this back. Rigel dropping some probes, but not going to do anything until this is neutralized, and these two Dillos are not going to do the job quite yet. Rigel bringing another Dillo and a single probe, but that single probe is going to die unless this gets neutralized very quick. Akroz is here to support as well, and at the same time, Bjzor is attacking the front door, trying to draw away some of the green members, but Rigel going down, and now Lost is free to be able to respond to this. Akroz going to be able to take this, but there are only 2 bulbs left here, and the 1 bulb now, I don't know if Akroz is going to be able to drop these defensive infantry in time. He does not, and actually he didn't. That was actually LostAvenger's Q. Akroz only had that Dillo in the front of his queue, but now there are infantry going down, and there's still a lot of green tanks over here. Rigel does drop that ping, but Bjzor is respawning right now after getting killed at the green fort. And right now, Rigel very low on life, and Bjzor flying. Oh, where is he going? He's leaving Rigel for the mid fight here. I'm not really sure why he did that. It's not really. I mean, there was a single green unit over there. I guess he's trying to start distracting on the other sides to be able to get green off their back on that close outpost. Rigel does follow down Akroz and get him that kill on the way to this other one that is completely unguarded as well. And now Bjzor trying to put a little bit of pressure at this upper left hand, or I guess middle left outpost, and it's not going to be able to neutralize it. Lost is here. Oh, but Rigel is here to support. Reaches are very low on life, so he really better get out of there. He does not, and he is going to get killed in the air after that liftoff, and Akroz is not... Where is he going? Where is he going? He is going to try to... Oh, the blue has not even taken this yet, or green hasn't yet. They only have their close, and actually blue's close, which I, personally would prefer as well, having not having this one taken yet, and having blue's close over that. And Bjzor, there is a small defense of Dillos over there at that outpost, and right now LostAvenger coming back. Oh, this has been re-neutralized. There are no anything except for these two Dillos sitting over here, and I don't know if... Okay, green right now. Akroz is coming with creeps, and LostAvenger generating soldiers of his own, and Rigel does realize that obviously they are going to try to retake this, and that is exactly what Akroz does, but he's very low on life, so I do not think he'll be able to get away, but he does use this outpost as cover, but not enough regen happened before he's able to lift off. This does go back up to green, though. I don't even know where the hell those probes or whatever that route took that came from, but so many blue units surrounding this, and it does get retaken by blue because there were like 1,000 creeps sitting next to it, and Bjzor eventually got that neutralized, obviously, and it does go back up to blue, and Lost is still here trying to retake it, but at this point this is pretty much a lost outpost for green team. Blue team pretty much has this now, especially with both players in the area, and LostAvenger going with there is only a Longhorn in this queue, so I do not know what he's going to try to get at. He probably will just try to push something else or put something down defense. And now, oh, he is actually bringing creeps here. I'm not really sure why they're continually pushing this one, because it is really well surrounded by blue units, and there is no other green units to support. So we did have a quick wipe, a complete wipe on green team by blue, and they have pretty much lost that corner, and now blue is starting their assault on this one. This is the unclaimed outpost for green. It's pretty much the exact same thing that green did to them, except they're doing it later in the game. There are a lot of defensive probes going down by Bjzor. I think that was Bjzor. I really wish you could see cargo without having to have someone focused on. But yes, there are 4 lights up for blue, and they are getting a great surround with their Dillos here to have to defend. Bjzor queuing up way more soldiers. I don't know if he'll be able to get him in time before this goes neutral. He does not. There are a lot of infantry going down for green. LostAvenger very low on life, does not get followed. rigelglen does not finish him, and that is because Akroz was shooting him down as well, and Akroz very low on life as well. He is trying to walk away, but Bjzor is putting down a lot of fire, and LostAvenger and Akroz do get back to their fort before they get killed, but this does go back up to blue. Blue was able to bring back a lot of soldiers from their mid to be able to get this outpost back, and I do not see this going down anytime soon because they do have a great surround. Maybe it will go neutral, but I don't see green being able to take it and control it unless they have a really full queue of tanks or whatever defending units to be able to defend it immediately once they grab it, if they can even do that at the very least. And rigelglen not dropping any defensive infantry quite yet, not in time, definitely not. And Bjzor just shooting up this fort, and look how much life has already gone from green. Even though Bjzor died there, that is definitely worth it because look at all the life that going down. They're almost at half. It's definitely at least third, if not something like in between. I can't do the math on the top of my head. It's something like 3, 4, 5, 6 or something. Okay, sure, whatever. But now green has been able to actually kill Rigel, and Bjzor was not back yet from that respawn to be able to help Rigel do this, but to keep it. And right now Bjzor does go down. Obviously was going to go down very low on life at that point, and now green is going to be able to retake this, I think. I don't think that Rigel is going to be able to do this by himself without Bjzor in support. Yeah, it does go to green, and although there are 2 Dillos over here, it is going to be cleaned up pretty easily by Lost and Akroz, as long as they do work together on that. And right now, Akroz is deciding to go for this corner, the right outpost, which is almost completely undefended. He does not drop. If I were him, I would have put these creeps here so I could body block this Dillo here, so as many of them as possible could survive. There's only 1 green bulb up. 2 now, but I don't think that this will be able to go to green. But this does draw rigelglen away from the action. And and Bjzor was able to get this neutralized before he died, and at that, I'm pretty sure that was just due to his Warthog fire contributing in a lot of damage. And Akroz still coming here with only creeps. This is pretty much 100% free or harassment that he is doing here, and Lost is here to support, not bringing in infantry. Oh, he did, and they're actually, wow, I completely spazzed out on that one, but this does go to green. I don't know if it'll stay green because Bjzor just firing in really, really quick with that Warthog fire, and Rigel doing the same thing with the tickle cannon. He will go down, but this does get neutralized neutralized, and I do think that Bjzor will be able to get away and at least bring a few creeps, trying to get as many kills as he can. A bomber versus a warthog here, not very good for Akroz. Akroz is very low on life, and I think Bjzor is going to try to follow him down, but does not have anything in the air to ground, so he will not be able to get his kill really quickly at all. So and he is trying to fire on Akroz on the ground. He does kill him, and Rigel is back. It does go to blue for those after those creeps do wander in, and they are able to clean this up. So now, if they get this properly defended, we pretty much will have a standard game starting at the beginning of quarter 3. And after this is a halftime heal kicking in, so green is very low on life, will not pretty much get 0 halftime credits, and blue is getting the full extent of that. Look at that, 56,000 credits in rigelglen's bank right now, and Bjzor dropping a Dillo, trying to stop that halftime heal, and this is going to be extremely effective, keeping their health way down, and LostAvenger is here to help, but Rigel is also here to drop some stuff of his own. Rigel does go down to LostAvenger, and Bjzor very low on life himself, Viking dancing up and down, keeping himself alive, but getting caught on a rock, and does have to lift off and get himself killed. But at this point, blue really does have the advantage, even though Akroz and LostAvenger are going to be cleaning up a little bit, like whatever they can here at the mid. Rigel is already back, and Akroz just way overextending himself, getting himself killed there. He was really heavily under fire by that one Dillo, and then just Rigel dropping a lot more. He just was super under fire. But green has been able to grab this island. I, personally prefer this island over mid. And I know a lot of people believe that the mid on Thar is probably one of, if not the most powerful mids in the game. Sandra, nudge. But I really do like the 3 sockets on the bottom island, just because it gives you a lot of extra income or power or whatever you decide to socket there. And now there's a small attack here coming from green. Only infantry trying to get this neutralized, but probably won't. Whoa, I completely thought my computer froze there. I don't know what was happening there, but yeah, with just infantry, not really going to get anywhere. LostAvenger is going to go down as well. Akroz did go down earlier, and now this is a completely fortified blue outpost. Bjzor are going for this middle, or not for this middle top, and now Akroz is forced to respond. I'm pretty sure he was just doing some bombing runs down there at the bottom. Because I'm pretty sure there was no anti-air, and if there is, there's only one there at the mid. I'm going to take a quick glance here. Yes, only one Seeker, and Akroz does go down to Bjzor and Akroz's focus fire, and now LostAvenger is the only one here to defend, and he's actually getting pinned down very well by both the blue team members, and I think even if he lifted off, there was a huge danger of him getting focused down over his outposts to begin with, and now because Akroz, now finally respawning, but Bjzor using this opportunity to shift the attack over to this this left outpost, rigelglen going down to that focus fire, and Bjzor trying to get away, but Viking dancing again, but get hit with that EMP and is going to get killed. But no, why? Okay, finally LostAvenger walks back over there to get that kill, and now they are going to be able to clean up the rest of these blue units before any of them get back. But the thing is, they have been severely hindered here, or gimped, I guess, because they have a lot of units killed. And Rigel now fortifying a lot better here at the top outpost with those two sockets versus the 3 at the island. With green control, or with blue controlling the mid, having that power station, they are technically ahead in terms of the economy. Obviously, they do have more outposts, but in terms of credits earned, it's definitely better to have the mid and the top there with the 2 sockets just over the island and the 3. And now we do have Berthas coming out on the field. I do think they are going to be hitting these very strongly. Even though there is only one, Berthas are freaking crazy, especially against Dillos, having that splash damage against the Dillos. But they are actually focusing on those Goliaths, and rigelglen killing LostAvenger there. I do think that was I'm pretty sure he was on the ground there. And now Bjzor trying to kill him with kill Akroz with LostAvenger and with Rigel, and does finish him on the ground with that air to ground. And now they will be able to focus their efforts into. I guess they are going to try to clear this clump of units here over trying to neutralize this outpost on the left side, which is pretty much undefended. There was just a single Longhorn over there, so I don't know if this was a good decision. If it were me, actually, I don't know if I'd be able to make that decision this quick. But, just being able to look at everybody right now, I think that blue probably should have went for the neutralize on this outpost. I'm pretty sure Bjzor would have been able to get that with that Warthog fire, and maybe the help of one other unit, and rigelglen probably would have been able to bring enough probes in time to be able to get that captured. However long they would have been able to hold it, I don't know, but that really is a huge hindrance, not having that close outpost to be able to go back to heal on for that green team. So LostAvenger going down and killing, Akroz going down to Bjzor, and then Rigel getting killed by LostAvenger. A little bit of late reporting here, but you know, whatever. Blue is starting push up here. I don't know if they'll be able to actually effectively do that to be able to kill anything, but LostAvenger killing the Goliath with that Neo on the back. Obviously Blue is losing the fight at this top as well. Even though they have mid, you know, trying to push away from mid is a little bit difficult on Thar because the huge distances between outposts, and now Rigel does get killed by LostAvenger on the ground, and BJs are getting focused down by the two green members before he gets back to the middle outpost, and that does give Akroz a little bit of extra time to try to get bombed down this Bertha. And there are more, or not that Bertha, that was a Goliath, but there is this Bertha still here firing down blue units, and I do think that they, if there is nothing in front of this outpost here at the mid, for that Bertha to hit on, that's on Blue's time, that's on Blue's side, it will start to attack this outpost, because that would be, I'm pretty sure that would be the next closest thing. Bjzor and Akroz fighting it out in the air, but Bjzor kind of missing there, and Akroz getting back to his outpost. No one's gonna get killed. And now we have two Berthas up on green team and two Berthas up on blue team as well. I do not know if that will be enough to get this kind of turtled up outpost here at mid. Not that turtled actually, but there are actually Goliaths and other tanks being leapfrogged up here by blue team, and Bjzor is below, and Akroz does go down to I think that was after the liftoff there, or that may have been followed by the Seeker. But Rigel very low on life does get finished by LostAvenger. Wow, LostAvenger with a great loop around there to be able to get that kill and make Rigel you know, lift off, kind of, you know, false security there without him in the area. But you know, if he kept an eye on his minimap, maybe he would have been, I mean, I'm not really sure, but he might have been able to recognize that LostAvenger was still there. And right now we do have a vault box down for green team without an Osprey. Very interesting. And Akroz trying to walk away with that very low life. Gonna do a little bit of regen before he gets back to his outpost, but does successfully get back without getting killed. LostAvenger hitting Bjzor on the ground with that EMP. That is going to be able to, I think he'll be able to get killed here. With Akroz focusing on that bombing too long, getting hit by Rigel for a really long time, and actually does get killed himself, and LostAvenger without the help of Akroz was not able to get Bjzor to get that kill on Bjzor. And LostAvenger just trying to fire in, but not enough to be able to counteract an Osprey. Obviously, an Osprey heal is going to be way stronger than a Neo ground fire, and Bjzor are getting killed on the ground, again getting hit by that EMP and getting finished off. But and then there are these two Goliaths getting bombed, but Goliaths getting bombed really takes a crazy long time to kill them. I mean, especially because Rigel is here to heal him up a little bit, and there is a little bit of focus fire going down between Lost and Akroz trying to get Rigel, and I do think they are going to eventually be able to get this Goliath unless Rigel actually grabs it and brings it back further. But no, they do get that kill. Akroz bombs it down, and Bjzor back here to get in the action, does finish off Akroz on the ground. Those rocks on the cliffs always trapping AirMech. I get caught on those all the time, and I hate those rocks, man. They catch you and you can't walk away. Like, you're using your awesome Viking dancing skills, and you're like, yes, I landed at the perfect time, and I can get away here. And LostAvenger almost getting killed by Bjzor there, very close. If Rigel was there to focus him down, they would have been able to get that kill. But yeah, that Viking dance, those rocks always stopping your awesome Viking dances. Even though you transform at the perfect time, those rocks just screw you over, and it just makes me want to rip my hair out, you know. And Rigel now with his vault box in front. This will absorb all of the Bertha fire coming in here. If Rigel has it within the Bertha range, he'll be able to heal this up forever, and it will take forever pretty much for even double this amount of Berthas to be able to kill this vault box. And now Rigel bring it up even closer, but I think this is actually outside of the minimum range, firing range of the Bertha. So this is only going to absorb the ground attack here from the Goliaths and whatever other. There is actually only Goliaths. Oh, and one Longhorn over here. And Bjzor very low on life again got EMP'd, but is not being able to be finished off by Akroz there. And I think if he, he does lift off carefully and doesn't get killed. But Rigel advancing a little too far, I mean, not a little too far, but a little too fast here. He really needs the support of the rest of his tanks, and Bjzor is also very low on life. He is getting himself very dangerously, almost gets killed by LostAvenger there. LostAvenger with that cloak, Bjzor thought he was safe, and I'm sure if he actually saw LostAvenger there, he wouldn't have lifted off, but he just barely had enough life to be able to get away there. And at this point, green team is forced to go back to back up just with his vault box guarding these Goliaths. It's you know, ultra heavy armor with 4,000 HP, and Rigel's able to heal that up like crazy fast. I don't know how Green is going to be able to counteract this because they're pulling back due to Blue's advance, and Blue will just be able to continue advancing all their units. Even though the terrain is sort of in Green's favor for this defense, I still don't see a way for them to counteract. Oh, and Bjzor are very low on life. But LostAvenger decides not to go after him here. This is definitely more important than trying to get that kill to hold this outpost. If they lose this outpost, they only have the island here is pretty much nothing compared to this close to their fort. They will pretty much lose the island as well if they lose this. And Bjzor is actually doing a pretty quick attack and neutralization on it. And okay, now finally LostAvenger is coming back, and Rigel does call for help, but you know, Bjzor's attack on that southern island, it was able to draw LostAvenger away there, and LostAvenger is actually losing this dogfight to this Warthog, but Bjzor did get that level up, but LostAvenger didn't get killed with that cloak on the ground, was able to stay away from LostAvenger's attack, and now Bjzor again here with this helping Rigel and supporting him with his vault box leading the way. Oh, actually Goliath was dropped over here, but with this vault box pretty much leading the way, is able to leapfrog a lot of these Goliaths over. I would expect this vault box to be actually over here, but the thing is, Rigel is not able to stay in this area to heal it up. That's the biggest problem, and there is another fight for this island. LostAvenger does take it back, but you know, with the lack of that factory for a quick second, it did really affect their income, Green Team's income, and Bjzor killing LostAvenger before he gets back to the outpost, and it's just a big 2v1 a lot of the time here once Blue gets a kill on Green, and that is really hindering Green from holding their ground. Just with Akroz only, just himself, it's really hard for him to keep this, especially compared to fighting against Bjzor and Rigel. There are no creeps coming. There eventually will be once LostAvenger you know, respawns, but it's, you know, with that Neo level 4 creeps, he can only carry 3. And they will not be able to grab this outpost yet. Does finish off Rigel on that chase there. A little off cam. I really need to be able to focus that. And Bjzor with that EMP. Now we do have a complete wipe on Blue Team. I don't know if Green will be able to capitalize on this still, because they have so many units surrounding this outpost. Even though if they clear this, then they're pretty much set back to square one, and they haven't even been able to grab this outpost again. Rigel is already back in the fight and able to grab this Zillow, but heavily under fire again from Rigel. Actually from Rigel, heavily fired by Rigel. Rigel was under fire from LostAvenger, and he is trying to scatter these Goliaths so they can kind of divert Green's focus, trying to attack different locations, but you know, LostAvenger and Akroz are reacting really well to those to that strange misplacement of all those units. But Rigel at the front door, LostAvenger is forced to come back, and I would expect Rigel to move this around. He does that exactly, but does not put it on the ledge. Usually you would see someone put it on the ledge, and that is exactly what he's doing. He will pretty much go away there because it will take the full time to kill this Goliath to be able to clear it, and that entire time it will be firing onto this fort because it is unblockable sitting on that ledge. A mechanic that probably eventually will be changed, but Bjzor are firing at the front door, and this is eventually going to go down. Blue, and with Rigel, with more Dillos here, this is going to be GG. Green Team will take the defeat, and Blue Team, rigelglen and Bjzor, do take this ranked 2v2 match on Thar. Round 2 goes to Rigel and Bjzor. Stay tuned for round 3, the rubber match. Oh, and I will hit continue. Scores, fascinating. Kill-death ratio, super fascinating. A bunch of units killed and lost. Very fascinating. And they are talking, but I am going to hit this off. This is RUI, and that is games. Stay tuned for round 3.